The iconic Killarney International Raceway would once again host what is the flagship endurance event on the South African endurance calendar, the legendary Killarney 9 Hour. It's a background that's tough to beat, and with the race running into the night, this narrow and bumpy circuit would be pushing drivers and their machines to the absolute limit. As a predominantly sprint racing team, Volkswagen Motorsport entered this event for the first time in 2021. There was no champagne, nor did they see the checkered flag. So they are back in their Super Cup Polo with unfinished business, some endurance experience under the belt, and they've brought a super strong driver lineup.
Listen, is there still a bromance now that he's hooked up?
What? Daniel?
Now that he's not available anymore, is there still a bromance between the two of you?
Yeah, of course.
He's not available for what?
He's hooked up now.
Oh, he tied the knot.
There's always space for a bromance.
Yeah, of course. Daniel and I go way back.
There's always space. Keegs, myself, and Jono. Best threesome ever.
I even bought him a bottle of champagne.
Did you drink it?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Tomorrow.
I'm going to put a lot of pressure on them because I've only taken 2 drivers, so that we can make the calls that we need to do. You know, generally, unfortunately, when you're running a team that's got a gentleman driver or a paid driver, he needs to get his money's worth. These 2 guys are going to actually just have to listen, and you know, the team is working really well. There's unfinished business, as I said earlier, and yeah, I think we can do well. We're going to do very well.
After superb qualifying, Daniel put the 21 car on pole, almost a second in the fiercely competitive Class D, and they lined up 13th on the grid. Let's hope the team isn't superstitious. All that was left was the all-important night session, an opportunity for both Keagan and Daniel to get acclimatized to a race that would be finishing under lights. But it turned into a drama-filled session. And the worst of luck for the Volkswagen team.
After Keagan and I did the driver swap, I don't know, when I went out on choke, I had a funny feeling. It just didn't feel right. So, I mean, I told Graeme, let's get in. He wanted to assess the situation here first, which was the right call. We came in and we actually went past our pit, you know, to stop on the side, and then yeah, Porsche whacked us in the arse in the pit lane. I mean, it's quite obvious there's been a fire here. I'd rather slow down, but that's unfortunate. We're in the park area. I mean, I think you were also taking a camera off. I was just about to unbuckle, and then I looked up in the mirror and I saw this Porsche very close, and then yeah, obviously the whack. But hopefully we can assess now and get it ready for tomorrow.
That's my concern though, because I mean, you guys obviously great time, put it on pole, awesome, but that's a big hit straight on that rear wheel. There's going to be damage there.
Yeah, well, I think they'll check it out now, but certainly looks like the axle's buggered. One of those things we need to just get it sorted for tomorrow. I'm sure we can get it right.
Yeah, we're still in the game. We can fix it, fortunately. So
What is wrong? Axle broken? What?
it looks like the axle's just moved, but we do have spares, so if we need to change it, we'll do that.
Luckily the car's all good, feels fine. Team did a good job, but yeah, let's try and get a nice clean start, stay out of trouble. Hopefully there's no trouble in front of us, and then we can take it from there one step at a time.
My joker card is that I've got two really, very good drivers that can make up for our inexperience with regards to the pit strategies and fast fueling rigs and endurance stuff. It's a completely different animal and generally takes more than only one race to fix it, whatever problems you might have. We're going to try really hard. This team is really well oiled, and we're going to have a go this year.
Obviously, the start of the race is always probably the most risky time. So yeah, everyone's a bit on edge, but I think we're in good space. So let's see. The drivers have got instructions to try and stay out of trouble. Certainly in the opening laps. Even if you lose positions, it's a very long race, so it's always time to get it back. At Volkswagen, it's about one team. It's one of the things we push within the organisation, and I think endurance racing brings that to the fore. So if you're not one team, then it doesn't work. But so far this weekend is great camaraderie. Keagan and Daniel paired together for the first time in a while. So and they really are so similar in terms of their driving styles and their pace. So yeah, it's great to see them back in the car together. So yeah, let's hope. Hold thumbs. We have long race, so we'd like to hopefully we'll be around at 9:15 tonight.
It had been a dream start for the team. They had stayed out of trouble, and with Daniel settled into a really good rhythm, they had opened up a healthy lead in Class D. But then 40 minutes into the race, the car pitted for an unscheduled stop.
What's going on? A bit early.
Yeah, it seems to have broken a boost pipe, so we're just changing the boost pipe now. We're going to refuel it now and let him go again. The car was running very well.
Long way to go.
Yeah.
By the time they had rejoined the race, they had lost 12 laps.
Did you feel a loss of power, or did you hear something?
Yeah, I could hear the car started to whistle. So it sounded like it was a boost issue. Another 20 minutes or half an hour in, I'm not sure. And I felt a bit of a vibration. I'm not sure if it's gearbox or engine related, or I think the gearbox could be fine. But yeah, pulled it in. So we're not sure. Keagan's in the car now, circulating, so I'm not sure. We'll
Try and drive around the problem and see.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just a misfire or what it is, but yeah, we'll see. I don't know. We'll have to see if something happens or assess in the pits the next time.
Yeah, it's quite physical, especially with the car temperatures. But yeah, it's just managing your breathing and keeping your concentration and your lines and the braking points and the people around you.
Got into the car, there was a vibration. The guys were trying to check out. Still there?
Yeah, it's still there, but it's almost like vibrated away. It almost sounded like a tractor when I first got in. But I think it's just trooping on. It's a problem that we're going to have to deal with until the end. And it looks like the car's handling it. The engine felt good, still managing to do decent times. So yeah, we're just going to have to manage it to the end. I think everyone's going to have their little problems here and there, so it's a matter of time for them. They'll be lucky if they don't have any issues, but yeah, I mean, this is racing, you know, you can't control these things. The only thing you can control is yourself and the team's environments. I think we're doing a pretty good job, and we just need to keep on going.
But that was proving a real challenge, with the team suffering yet another component failure, this time the fuel pump. And then to make matters worse, a few laps later they were towed back to the pits, having actually run out of fuel. And without a traditional fuel gauge, the team had no idea how much fuel they'd actually lost when the pump broke. So a crucial double hit that effectively saw them losing all the ground they'd worked so hard making up. Rain had been predicted for the evening, but with 4 hours left, it looked like it had arrived early. Would the change in surface also see a change in fortune for the team, who were desperate to claw back some of the lost laps?
What's Keagan telling you? Nothing to be worried about at this stage?
At the moment, Keagan's lap times are still exactly where we want them, and everybody else has slowed down by 2.5 seconds, so he's loving it. He's okay, he smells good, and he just does what he needs to do. Keagan is a machine. As they say in Afrikaans, hy's my eyster. Hy's my eyster, Radak.
No, but listen, things haven't really rolled your way. You need something to go your way. A bit of weather always throws a spanner in the works. This might be the thing to get you back on the lead lap.
It does indeed. I agree. We've had a bit of a challenging event, but the spirits are high. The car's good. We've gone from quite a long way back to fourth, I guess, right behind our class podium. So we're very happy at the moment, and he's doing a great job. We got wets, but I don't think it's going to rain hard enough, sadly, to warrant wets.
Graham's no weatherman. Everyone made the switch to full wets, and Keagan's mega stint continued. The team's charge hampered though by the numerous safety cars. The rain wasn't around long, and as the sun set, the team switched back onto slicks, with Daniel now behind the wheel, racing into the night and on to the finish.
I'm very proud of my team, my car, and obviously the Volkswagen brand. We've just done a 9-hour endurance race. The first 3 cars were turbocharged 2-litre Polos, which is just phenomenal for Volkswagen brand. You know, my heart goes out to the team that was actually leading, the Kellex team. They had a failure 5 minutes from the end. That is really the roughest luck that you can possibly have.
That's unfortunate, you know, that's racing. I mean, we had issues from the start. And this is endurance racing, you know. but racing can be cruel, but it can also be delicious, you know.
And the drivers have done an amazing comeback drive, Keagan in particular, when we had wet conditions.
I think the wet's always interesting. It makes the race more fun to watch and way more dangerous in a way, way more on edge. And I really like that, you know. I like to push the car to the limits. I don't like holding back at all. We had a few laps on the slicks in the wet, and it started to get a little bit hairy at the end. So we had to pit for wet tyres, but yeah, I think that was highlights of the race for me.
But all credit to the Franco bunch, the guys, Donnie. They managed to win it, which is an unbelievable achievement because I know how hard it is.
It looks like it took it out of you. That was heavy. You okay?
Yeah, no, that was a hectic stint. 2 hours in the car. At one stage we were 20 laps we were behind the leader in our group, and I think we ended a lap and a half or 2 laps behind the guys who won, and we ended second in our class. Very chuffed to the team. Thank you to Volkswagen for bringing us here. Yeah, it was an amazing experience in the 9 hour, and hope we can come back and do a better job.
We plan to do a lot more endurance events next year, so this one I think is probably the longest of all of the championship rounds, so it's a good learning for us. So we take away what we've learned and we'll come back next year.